George is a smart, ambitious college student who wants to achieve many goals. Among them is eating healthier. While George occasionally tries to eat healthily, he frequently reverts to his old eating habits. However, he recently learned 4 new scientifically backed techniques that he can use to make developing and maintaining new habits easier. First, George started to use reminders and prompts. George put a Post-it note on his pantry handle with whole grains written on it. Every time George opened the pantry, now he remembered to eat whole grains. George also put a reminder in his calendar to eat 3 servings of whole grains a day. If he saw the reminder, he would make a plan on what whole grain to eat that day. The most successful reminders and prompts are those that are associated with the behavior in some way, either by location or time. George also devised if-then rules to overcome obstacles to healthy eating. For example, George planned that if he buys bread, he will buy 100% whole grain. If he buys rice, then he will buy brown rice. Here are some things to remember. People have limited memory capacity, so remembering to perform a new action is easier with a reminder or prompt. Extensive research suggests that reminding people of a behavior significantly increases the likelihood that they will perform that behavior. For example, researchers at the University of Cornell found that utilizing Amazon's Alexa to remind or prompt improves behavior change, goals, and habits. What reminders or prompts could you use to improve your diet? Second, George reframed his dietary decision. Reframing refers to changing how a decision between options is presented. George used to think of the decision to eat healthier as not eating delicious food. Now he has reframed the decision as choosing the option that provides more mental and physical energy and is overall better for his health. Here are some things to remember. People are less likely to engage in a behavior if they view it as unrewarding or unenjoyable. Reframing a decision to highlight the positive aspects of a healthier option can make people feel more optimistic and motivated to engage in that behavior. A meta-analysis of 94 peer-reviewed journal articles shows that positively framed messaging improves prevention behaviors, particularly for skin cancer prevention, smoking cessation, and physical activity. What are some of the ways you can reframe your dietary decision? Third, George increased the accessibility of healthier options, such as placing whole grain crackers in the center of the counter, and decreased the accessibility of unhealthy options, such as putting cookies on the top cabinet shelf. He also placed healthier foods in his fridge and cupboards at eye level, within easy reach. Here are some things to remember. As discussed in the Harvard Business Review, people tend to do easier things. We have limited self-control and willpower. Making healthier options easier and unhealthy options harder self-reinforces better habits. Even small changes in accessibility can have a significant impact on behavior. What are some of the ways you can increase accessibility to healthier options, such as whole grains? Finally, George used social pressure. George joined a culinary medicine group cooking class, which provided information to eat healthily and exercise. George also stopped eating with friends who had bad dietary habits. He also followed clean eating social influencers and pages. Peer responses can be effective because they can act as social rewards and/or punishment for a target behavior. Indeed, social influence can be very powerful. One study conducted by Bruce Sacerdote at Dartmouth found that students with low grade point averages moved in with roommates with high grade point averages. Their grade point averages increased. This is because we are more motivated to engage in rewarding behaviors. How can you seek out people or groups, online or off, who emulate the goals you want to achieve? Utilizing these strategies will help you overcome basic human limitations, such as limited self-control and memory capacity. Implementing these strategies will self-reinforce the choices you want to make, and therefore make achieving your goals more likely.